EFC Africa 21. The continent's two best featherweights will clash in the Hexagon as the undefeated champion Demarte Pena takes on the Durban bad boy and BJJ specialist Abdul Hassan. Plus, two giants will collide as the Angolan wrecking machine Bernardo Mishi goes to war with the striking colossus Soares. This is their journey to the Hexagon.
Making his way to the Hexagon, it's the champion, undefeated, 5-0, Demarte the Wolf Pena.
He is most certainly the full package, and that's why he is the EFC Africa featherweight champion.
It's the animal, Wenzel now.
He knows that this is the biggest fight in his career so far.
Demarte the Wolf Pena! Wenzel the animal!
Wenzel now, a barrage of punches. And oh, wow!
The Wenzel-Nel fight was the toughest of Demarte's young career.
Wenzel-Nel is unloading.
Daniel dropped again.
For the first two rounds, he was dominated. He got knocked down, he got dropped. A lot of people thought that was the end. We had a new champion. And then he came back in those last 3 rounds. He gave Wenzel an absolute hiding. And without a doubt, he proclaimed that he was the featherweight champion.
Demarte Pena encapsulates what it means to be a champion. Even when all the odds are against him, he finds a way to finish the fight and win.
And still, the EFC Africa featherweight champion!
I'm just me, you know. I come from the hood. What you see is what you get.
Abdul Hassan truly is a veteran of mixed martial arts in South Africa. He was one of the very first competitors, and he's got over 10 years worth of experience in the game.
When MMA had first come out, I was kind of the uncrowned champ, and everyone, when I'd go, they'd say that's the champ, but I didn't have the belt. So when EFC started handing out belts, my brother spoke to me and he said, you know what, you need to come in and claim that belt, put that belt around your waist. And he said he'll help me do it, he'll stick by my side. And he stuck to his word, and here I am, fighting for the belt.
Growing up in a tough neighborhood, Abdul Hassan learned from an early age that defending himself is crucial for survival.
I think it was my first day at school, and I got cornered by some bullies in the school, and one of the guys had rammed my head into a brick wall, and I passed out and went back to class, and I remember telling the teacher about it, and nothing was done about it. So I was this little kid with a big afro, had blood dripping down my head. And I sat through class like that, and I remember going home, waiting for my dad to come home, begging him for me to get into like martial arts, because I just wanted to be able to defend myself.
We grew up in a neighborhood where we had to defend ourselves quite a bit, and you know, we thought, let's just do this. And we fell in love with it, and we stuck to it, and like, you know, the whole family was into that kind of thing, so it stayed with us for a long time, and we just took it from strength to strength.
Discovering his love for martial arts, Abdul went on to compete in various disciplines, specializing in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and while competing in Brazil, he discovered mixed martial arts. However, the fledgling MMA scene at the time was disorganized, and Abdul soon grew weary of it.
There was just too much of politics into the sport, and they weren't willing to do weight divisions. Guys weren't making weight. You know, you'd diet and you'd make weight, and your opponent would come in 6 kgs heavier, and they'd still force you to fight him, and it just started making no sense after a while, you know. And so, like the team Novagen, we decided just to stick to jiu-jitsu, and we just competed in Brazilian jiu-jitsu tournaments.
At that point in time, there was no viability as a professional athlete in mixed martial arts. Abdul stopped and he started competing purely in BJJ. He has since then honed his skills, and he now possesses one of the most dangerous Brazilian jiu-jitsu games.
A decorated Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, Abdul has always aimed to be the best, but there is a deeper emotional side to Hollywood Hassan that very few may know.
I come from a very religious family. My dad was an imam before he passed away, so religion is very big. I've been fasting since I was a baby. When I was out for the fight, the first time I turned it down was because I was fasting and I couldn't do it.
Religion plays a big role in Hassan's life, but so do his family and friends.
I kind of have trust issues. I don't trust people. And the people that I keep close to me are the ones that I really trust. And they're the ones that you'll see walk out with me for my fights. They're the ones that train with me. So yeah, I don't care about anyone else.
Being a Durban native, Abdul's second biggest love in life is surfing.
You know, when you're prepping for a fight and you're training so hard, and you get in the water after a competition, it frees your mind. There's nothing else that matters, nothing that matters but that perfect wave that you're going to catch, and it's hard to explain. You have to be there, you have to live it. It's an amazing feeling.
Basically, Abdul is a beast.
We were taught to be the best and to stay the best for as long as you can.
I've won championships in every single sport I've ever played in my life. I've got essays in everything, whether it's been in Kung Fu, in Jiu-Jitsu, whatever sport I've played.
What makes him so dangerous is his top game in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. As soon as he puts you on your back, he really controls, he doesn't make mistakes, and he can grind out wins against very difficult, very tough opponents.
You know, it's every day in the gym, you just see him getting better and better and better.
Hassan again goes for the trick.
A BJJ specialist, Abdul Hassan has developed a perfectly rounded game plan that puts him amongst the best in the world. With his complete arsenal and massive experience, he is an overwhelming threat.
In his EFC Africa debut, he went up against another BJJ expert, and he showed that he has the superior Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and he also showed incredible stand-up.
Everyone rated his jits. They said he had amazing jiu-jitsu. You know, he almost caught me in a triangle. But I kept top position, I kept that GBH ground and pound.
The fight against Denzel Wade, Abdul was not 100%. He went in with a lot of personal problems, and it showed in the fight. It was a very soft victory for Denzel, and Abdul learned so much in that fight, and it really showed in his next two performances.
At EFC Africa 18, Hassan defeated Gareth Bierski with a display of ruthless strategy, securing him the shot at the featherweight title.
He truly believes he is the top featherweight in the country.
He is 100% sure that he is going home with that belt.
The idea and the objective was to get the belt. So everything on the way was to become the champion.
Demarte Pena is the youngest champion in EFC Africa history. Born and bred in Angola, he now flies the flag in South Africa for his country.
Taking his first EFC Africa fight on just 2 days' notice, Pena rose to the challenge with 2 straight victories before winning the featherweight title at EFC Africa 10.
Initially, a lot of people questioned the validity of Demarte Pena as a champion. He has since then gone and dominated every single one of the opponents in front of him, and he is now the authoritative voice of the featherweight division.
You know, ultimately, it's not really about what people say or think. For me, as an athlete, it's about what I need to do to become a better athlete and to become a winning champion.
He's the guy that's first on the mat to warm up. He's the last to leave. He's the first to get to the ice bath when no one else wants to ice bath, and you know, he's a proper athlete. He doesn't care what it feels like. He's there to grind and to work.
At EFC Africa 19, Pena went 5 rounds with Wenzel the Animal Nell. Showing no mercy, he revealed an iron will that will not be stopped.
Demarte's strongest point is definitely his durability and the fact that he can listen to his corner. Because if you look at my fight, he's executed exactly what his corner said to him.
He improves so much in between fights that it's crazy to think what level we'll see him at in this next bout.
You know what, I'm sick and tired of all this talking and acting big because I need to teach this guy a lesson. And he's going to get a lesson, a big one.
I think I'm too fast, I'm too strong, I'm too intelligent to be beat. I just can't see him thinking faster than me on that mat. It's impossible.
The undefeated featherweight champion, Demarte Pena, will put it all on the line against the BJJ specialist and all-around Durban bad boy, Abdul Hassan.
For this fight, we're seeing a different side of Demarte. It's the first time I've ever seen Demarte want to hurt someone.
You can see it in his eyes. He's an absolute man on a mission.
Undefeated, Pena has beaten the top athletes on the continent. But this is not just another fight. It's personal.
And Abdul hasn't fought the level of fighters that I've fought, and he doesn't train with the level of fighters that I train with. So him talking big is just being delusional, and it's not going to happen for him. he's going to realize what it is to face a true champion.
A BJJ veteran, Hassan steps up to the challenge and claims nothing will stop him from having his hand raised at the end of the fight.
So all I do is eat, sleep, and train this. I breathe this. This is everything to me, and I finally get that belt around my waist. That's all I want.
No disrespect to Pena, but I've seen Pena on the ground and stand up, and what Boom offers is way beyond that. It's a level above.
So this is the kind of champion we want to fight, a guy that has been strong, that has beaten the odds. That's the guy we want to beat, because you know, to beat the man, to be the man, you have to beat the man.
Every opponent's hard, every opponent has some type of threat, and you can always lose a fight. But at the end of the day, Abdul, what has he actually done?
Quite honestly, it's like every other opponent. I have no opinion on them. I don't think much of them. In my mind, in my preparation, I see them lose every single day.
Let him bring his best. Then he's going to see, he's going to understand what a real champion is.
Abdul was born to win this fight because he was born and bred and groomed and fashioned to be a champion.
Hopefully, on the night, Demarte's going to get his first KO of the night, out cold.
I'm going to test everything from his stand-up, to his wrestling, to his balance, to his cardio, to his mindset, everything.
So let him come out, let him show what he has. Because ultimately he's going to find out that my heart is bigger than his, and I am a better and more skilled champion than he could ever be.
2 warriors will enter the Hexagon, but only one will leave as champion. The undisputed champion, Demarte the Wolf Pena, takes on the BJJ specialist, Abdul Hollywood Hassan. The continent's 2 best featherweights will clash in the Hexagon as the undefeated champion Demarte the Wolf Pena takes on the Durban bad boy and BJJ specialist Abdul Hollywood Hassan. And 2 giants will collide for a shot at the heavyweight title as the Angolan wrecking machine Bernardo the Black Panther Mishi goes to war with the striking colossus and kickboxing king Soares the Guru Karalar. Demarte Pena versus Abdul Hassan. Bernardo Mishi versus Soares Karalar. EFC Africa 21, 25 July, Carnival City. Tickets and broadcast information at efcafrica.com.
When I think of Bernardo Mishi, I think of power.
Oh, another big shot.
Aggression.
But is in big trouble.
Hammer fists and knockouts.
Oh, huge hammer fist, yeah.
Bernardo Mishi is one of the most aggressive and intense human beings you'll ever come across.
Since Mikishi's debut at EFC Africa 02, he has rocked the heavyweight division with his aggressive style and incredible power, holding nothing back.
You either got the eye of the tiger or you haven't. So Bernardo's always had it.
You're scared of Bernardo, that's the Black Panther, you know?
He's got knockout power in both hands, he's got great stamina, good judo, and very, very good boxing. Everything a good heavyweight fighter needs.
I am from Lunda Norte, Angolan province. I'm on that side. I come to represent my country. They must know Bernardo is coming from Angola.
Born in Angola, Bernardo Mishi had to learn how to fight from an early age, having to defend his family's honor in street fights.
Because that started there, because we used to fight a lot on street fight. If I lost the fight on street fight, I come back there to my place, my father have to beat me. He have to know, did you win the fight? And then my father become angry, he started to shout me. He say, okay, go sleep on the bed, see, stuff like that in front of them. Because Angola, you know, fight happens since we are small, you see, like that, yeah.
While growing up, he discovered judo and went on to earn 2 black belts. But his father felt judo was not becoming of a man, and encouraged Bernardo to take up boxing instead.
My father used to tell me, no, judo is not nice, it's for ladies, man. You, as a real man, you have to do boxing. And then he started to teach me boxing, and I became 2 times Angolan champion in boxing at match.
Moving to South Africa, Bernardo met his wife, and they have 3 lovely children who mean the world to him.
He's a very sweet person, I must say. You won't believe that it's him, because I know how to deal with him. So he's just a loving father at home. He's not the way that you see him in the cage. That's another person. Inside the house, he's just a family man.
For me, man, that is my angel. That is, I can say, God gave to me my beautiful children and the wife, you see, that's why I'm very happy about them, man.
Everything about him is good, you know, his personality, his loyalty, you know, and it's for people to stay close to Bernardo to understand what kind of a person he is, you know, but a very good man.
With everything that has happened to Bernardo in his life, he remains grounded and will always remember where he came from.
For me, if I am like this, it's because of God, man, because some friends, they did die a lot today to Angola, that's sad, you know. I'm alive, man. Others, because like now, other people, they did born same time, but they are not here on life anymore. If I am like this, it's because of Jesus Christ, the Lord, yeah. I always pray to God, man. I want to become a champion. I know, I am going to be a champion, I am.
Bernardo Mishi, the Angolan wrecking machine with the heaviest hands on the continent.
Huge hammer fist here. Trying to escape for that.
You're not going to see a 3-round BJJ spectacle here. Bernardo comes out hard and he comes out to finish quickly.
Oh, huge hammer fist here.
At EFC 13, he came in with that same aggression, but it was a much more controlled aggression as he put away Calvin Robinson.
Kevin, we have to use this one here. If you don't use it, he can knock you out.
Immediately into the clinch. Big knees. And Mishi tries to go for his hand. Robinson at his neck goes. There's a hammer fist. Mishi goes, throws hammer fist. It's raining in on Robinson. And it's all over. Bernardo, the Black Panther Mishi.
In his last fight, he was up against Ruan Potts for the heavyweight title.
At EFC Africa 16, Mishi fought the undefeated champion in a closely contested battle. With his trademark intensity, he had the crowd on their feet, going all out in an uncompromising war.
When fans talk about favorites in EFC Africa, Bernardo Mikishi's name always comes up.
If you land up on your back against Bernardo Mishi, you will see and experience some of the most vicious ground and pound by any MMA fighter.
Great straight punches.
Oh, man.
Tiny and
raining down the
landing a big uppercut.
Another one dropped him. That's all over. Surely that's all over. Wow. That was incredible stuff from Soares.
I was sitting meters away when he knocked out Strauss. Those are some brutal punches.
He's got knockout power and he puts together incredible punching combinations.
Karalar had a glittering kickboxing career. Using a complete striking arsenal, he recorded dominant wins all over the globe. And in 2012, he entered the world of MMA.
Seeing him at the top with the big dogs, it's heartwarming, it's overwhelming. There's not really enough words to describe it.
With him tipping the scales close to 120 kilograms, he's one of the very few true heavyweights in the division.
I was born in Oudtshoorn, 1983. Both my parents were in the Defence Force, so we moved around a lot.
2 months after high school, Soares took on his first job whilst also studying engineering to further his career.
Been with my company now for 12 years, and today I've got an engineering degree with the UK Engineering Council in my field, and I'm actually qualified in 5 different fields. Through all of that, I've been fighting and loving every second of it.
Growing up, Soares took part in as many sporting activities as possible, excelling in kickboxing and rugby.
Started with the Scorpions Kickboxing Club. 2 years into the sport, competed at the SA Championships and won my first SA Championships. And I saw, hey, I like this and I'm actually good at this. Went through that, and just after school, through all of the high school, played provincial rugby. After school, actually played Currie Cup under 21.
Then the day came when Soares had to make the decision between professional rugby or his martial arts career.
My love for martial arts just grew again, and I just went in all out, left all my other sports.
In 2008, his kickboxing career took off, taking him all over the world representing his country. And in 2012, he made the move into MMA.
Today I'm in the EFC, living my dream, what I've always been. Just not what I thought I'm going to be professional in, but today I'm a professional mixed martial artist and living my dream.
Look, I am extremely proud of him for getting this far. It's not been easy. He had to put in a lot of hard work.
Ek is verskriklik trots op hom. Hy het absoluut so baie op sy plate wat hy hanteer, sy werk en EFC en sy eie klub en alles. Dis net amazing. En dan het hy nog altyd tyd vir die familie ook.
Without my family, this won't be possible. I've got an awesome support structure in place with my wife. She's home raising my two beautiful daughters while I do this every day.
You need to have your people around you to make a success of everything. Nothing in life will ever come by just being and doing it yourself. You need support.
Yeah, we've got the whole family involved in it today, so it makes it much easier if we've got that little bit of support that we even need at home. We've got it here in the gym as well.
Soares Khroblar was unsuccessful in his EFC Africa debut. For him, the step up to the big stage was just a little bit too much.
The first kick that landed on his leg and took him down, I got over eager, rushed in, played into Brandon's hand, and he just worked on what he was good with, and that was the jits.
On has hooked it in. Oh, there it is!
In his second bout, we saw a much improved Soares Khroblar. He came out and he stood toe-to-toe with Ricky Misholas in a dogfight that won fight of the night.
I remember seeing him get knocked down by Ricky Misholas. He gets back up and he wins that fight. That's the heart of a true warrior.
Ah, some ground and pound now. Big left hook by Soares.
After the confidence he gained in that fight, he came out in the third one and he looked absolutely incredible, finishing Wilhelm Strauss in spectacular fashion.
Great punches. Oh, man.
Raining down the uppercut.
Big uppercut. Another one dropped it. That's all over. Surely that's all over. Wow. Unbelievable.
After those two impressive performances, Soares believes that he is part of the elite pack in the heavyweight division.
Mishi and Karalar, this is potential knockout of the night.
Let me tell Soares something. This is a Black Panther Bernardo. You will feel my power.
I've been doing this for 17 years. If the shots are going to fly and it can be me or him that goes to sleep, yeah, the best man will walk out of the cage that night.
Two behemoths are on a collision course as the Angolan wrecking machine Bernardo Mishi goes face-to-face with striking and kickboxing king Soares Khroblar.
They will see the strong Bernardo. They will see that the Black Panther is back here.
I don't think Soares has got a chance or to stand in front of Bernardo.
Mishi is one of the most powerful athletes on the African continent, and with his dangerous judo and vicious power punches, he will look to end his opponent quickly.
This is more of a beast than Soares will ever be. So I just think Bernardo is just going to be too strong, too powerful, and literally going to walk through him.
A multiple kickboxing champion, Karalar steps into the Hexagon with a world of experience, plus a never-say-die attitude that will look to tame the Panther.
One lucky kick, one lucky punch, one perfectly planned kick or punch can end a fight for you.
My money's on Soares. I think Soares has got the heart for it.
One punch, one kick, one technique can change the whole fight. Let's just hope it's in his favor.
If Soares said that, yeah, you're not going to see how I'm going to knock him out, he must go ask Hassan, he must go ask JP Jubert, he must go ask Kelvin, yeah. He will see what he's going to see inside of the cage on that day, yeah.
If you're going to put your money down for knockout of the night, put it on this fight.
Will the wrecking machine hammer fist his way to glory, or will the guru's kickboxing tame the mighty Black Panther? It's Bernardo Mishi versus Soares Khroblar.
Come fight night, we're going to fight, and the best fighter will walk out of the cage that night.
I won't allow him to go meet here and over Syria. He must meet me first here.
continent's two best featherweights will clash in the Hexagon as the undefeated champion Demarte the Wolf Pena takes on the Durban bad boy and BJJ specialist Abdul Hollywood Hassan. And two giants will collide for a shot at the heavyweight title as the Angolan wrecking machine Bernardo the Black Panther Mishi goes to war with the striking colossus and kickboxing king Soares the Guru Karalar. Demarte Pena versus Abdul Hassan. Bernardo Mishi versus Soares Karalar. EFC Africa 21, 25 July, Carnival City. Tickets and broadcast information at efcafrica.com.